which is a real spectacular feat of engineering. I know you're a big fan of it, Tom, if you want to tell us more about it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like someone may have made a mistake at some point and thought, put it on upside down. but one of the really cool, unique features about it, obviously has that really iconic and eye-grabbing swan neck attachment.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. It's kind of like that. You see that?
Do you think that's happens as well?
I think Mr. Porsche was there with all his crew saying, like
do
this,
this,
like this.
not that, do this.
So normally, obviously, a wing would be applying downforce to the car, but with this design, the downforce is coming from underneath, and it gives a larger surface area and creates like a terrific amount of downforce, which obviously gives a lot of the power to this car, and as Mike said, is a real beast.
It's the fact that, yeah, like I say, its actual top speed output from the engine is similar to the other 911s of this era, but it's that wing that means you actually don't really ever have to slow down. You can just, I mean, I'm still tending to brake here, but I'm assured that as you get more used to the car, you can just kind of trust it to get around corners and keep your speed up, which is why in basically every track test it's ever done, it's absolutely smashed the records. So. An absolute spectacular car. I love it.
Very nice. And it's a new to Forza car as well, so how can players get their hands on this?
We're going to take a look at the playlist later, but spoiler, it's in autumn.
Okay.
So, yeah, look forward to that.
Any Audis? Why not put any new Audis in the game? How come all the Audis in the game are quite old? And this series, this update, this celebration of German automotive excellence is the answer to that.
You wait for one Audi and then 3 come along at once. Like, what's up with that?
It's the famous phrase. So, here we go. Tell us a bit about this one. Now, since everyone's so keen to know more about Audis and drive more.
As we started out the show talking about paint colours, I think I'd call it, this is Audi's Camorra Grey. It makes about 444 brake horsepower. It's got the twin turbo, is it twin turbo? Turbo, let's just say turbo and assume that it might be, it's 1 or 2 turbos.
Yes.
V6.
Yeah.
It is a wagon. We had a lovely chat about wagons on last month's show. Now, of course, why are you laughing? We did. Wagons much more common in Europe than they are in the US, but I think a lot of US car enthusiasts tend to be fans of wagons, or as we in the UK would call them, an estate car, or as Audi would call them, an avant car. Avant, French for before.
I thought before.
Yeah, I don't know why they call it that. I didn't check, but that's what Audi went for.
Yeah.
Avant, meaning before.
And who are we to argue with that?
Exactly. One of my favourite things about Audi is how they just take words from other languages and then put them in the names of their cars, and then when you ask why, it's just like, just is that way. It just is that way.
I like it.
They cherry pick the best words from various languages, bring them all together, and this is what you get.
And exactly, I mean, who are we to argue with a name like Forza Horizon?
So how can folks get the Audi then?
I'm looking at my notes. We'll find out in the playlist later.
Okay, another playlist one's come.
I think it's spring, but we will confirm that later.
Okay, I'm going to head to the festival because this one does have some cool upgrade parts, doesn't it?
Oh,
yes!
Yeah. Give me a fucking body kit!
Probably eagle-eyed viewers will have spotted them, but I'll make a note to call them out anyway.
Give me it!
So, as we can see, you've got the ABT split on there. That is the stock appearance with that lovely Quattro badge, and there it is, looking all ferocious. Similarly on
no body kit shame.
There's your stock RS4 appearance, and then once you've put the kit on, looking good. I'll keep it on, thank you. All right, what's next, Charlie?
Very nice. Right, so if we finish with the cars, we've also got some fantastic...
I love the Audi RS3. Looks great, sounds great. It is a new Audi, performs really well, has really great upgrade options as well, so you can really push it around and create some interesting tunes.
Also, Playground Games Jingle Jangle Joe's official favourite car of the pack.
Fuck
I thought you
Joe.
were going to say he's got one then.
No,
I was gonna
no,
say.
he
It's
doesn't.
not a celebrity driver, but a celebrity's favourite.
Celebra-
We do love Joe.
We do love Joe, yeah, and yeah, this is his pick as his favourite car of Series 8.
Also of note, notice I said Quattro earlier is always lowercase
Yeah.
when referring
There
to
we
the
go.
all-wheel drive system in its line of cars. Lowercase q.
Yeah, there
Versus
it
the
is.
uppercase q on the Quattro is Italian for 4. Because it is a
Just the fun fact.
Is no. Because this is just I'm talking about the, it's so
It is a fact, but
yeah,
it's not fun.
most Audis are I'm just going to talk about the all-wheel drive system. Come on, Charlie. No, you kind of ruined it. You ruined. I'm
so
trying to
sorry,
share
I'm
some
so
interesting
sorry.
info about the cars. It's making fun of me. So almost all Audis are all-wheel drive. Almost all Audis will carry that Quattro badge, but a lot of those Audis aren't what people call real all-wheel drive. They have the ability to be all-wheel drive, but they're actually set up for fuel economy and for ease of driving purposes to actually just be two-wheel drive most of the time, and have onboard computers and mechanical clutches and stuff that will detect when it needs those extra wheels and engage them. That allows the car to have much better fuel economy and frankly be more suitable for everyday driving. Not true for the RS line. They are more traditional, real all-wheel drive cars. Because when you've purchased an RS car, you want that performance instantly, you want that torque really fast, you want to be able to get off the line really quickly, and so it does. So a proper Quattro, I think, is what people would say.
Very nice. Lovely. We do have another new to Forza Audi, and that is the RS5. Shall we look at that one next?
Now, Mike, do we have to have seen the previous 4 RSs to get this one?
Get your licence.
Is there a recap? Is there a recap we can watch on YouTube?
Will I miss anything?
I think maybe we can do that as a standalone show. We'll do a standalone show we do previously on Audi, where we'll step through the
Audi RS.
So currently got this in Daytona. Has the same engine as the RS4, but in a more sporty body. So this is the coupe note.
Oh, man.
RS4, you get your 440 brake horsepower. It's the same engine. 0 to 60 in about 3.9 seconds. Top speed 174. So, yeah. This generation of Audi was the first to abandon the V8 in the RS4 and the RS5. Again, that was done for emissions reasons. So they looked for a smaller engine to try and hit those emissions targets, but by slapping in that turbo, by other efficiency savings, it's actually faster to 60, faster top speed, all around faster and better car than the previous generation. So smaller engine, but there is actually a Microsoft gift plus, isn't there? I actually don't think I could accept the gift.
This is quality, bro.
Yes, this is the M8. This is the competition, so it's the top level trim. It is BMW's most expensive car on sale at the moment.
It's gorgeous.
Their
as well.
highest performing car at the moment. It is absolutely
Stunning.
gorgeous. Very, very well proportioned all around. Got a real, almost a muscle car feel to it. A really long hood. Really, really gorgeous looking. If you've opted for the competition trim, which worry not, Forza players, we have already applied for you, you can get 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Top speed 190 in a BMW that kind of looks like a car that you could just use every day. So, yeah, absolute mind-bogglingly quick car, super incredible performance, massive V8. Can't remember the horsepower, 600 and something. Yeah, awesome car.
And a nice homage to that 90s tech speak with the name Mate.
Mate. Yeah. Thanks, mate. I feel I'm a little bit ruining it with those German oven mitts.
No, I like it. It's beautiful.
They're cumbersome, don't they?
Wonderful. So that is all the Car Pass games, and I think we'll all agree lots of fun has been had and lots to look forward to in Series 8. Again, a great opportunity to exercise and add to your German car collections when summer season starts on May 26th. So, folks, looking ahead to Series 9.